It's race week and we are in Brazil this week. And I thought, let's be in the kitchen and make Caipirinhas, y'all. Join me as I unpack all the action. Hi guys, I'm Babsie and welcome back to my channel. In this episode, we are going to be talking all things F1. But today is not just me and you. I have a special guest, hence the two glasses. Come on in. Lesego, my busy.
Hey guys. I am so excited to be on Babsie's channel today. Thank you so much, friend.
My very first guest.
And I'm actually I'm honored and privileged because this is another pundit and we have some great conversations, a couple of clashes as what would be normal.
Actually.
Yeah. And so she's going to teach me how to make a caipirinha today. Okay, well, we're going to teach each other because asazine. So don't be too confused. If you see us looking down at our phone to double check the measurements.
I'm going to teach her. Guys, follow you. Let's take
Wait, what did you call it? Did you call it a caipirinha? Or was it capraha?
I call it a capri. Do you know?
Caipirinha.
So,
the roll of the tongue.
That's because we are in Brazil today, and what's a little bit of F1 without some beverage to go with it? So we chose a Caipirinha. Nizoncedisa there in the comment section.
Yeah.
And it's the Cacacia.
Yeah.
Cacacia. So allegedly, apparently, we need lambs. That will be a margarita.
That's what we were thinking of. We were thinking of margaritas. But you know what? Caipirinha, it is Brazilian, eh? Yeah, it is Brazilian, you know. I always ask for
Brazil finest quality.
And this one is made from sugar cane. I always ask for tequila in mine, so it was the only difference. But yeah.
Let's get into it. Please take out a knife for you. So we're gonna need 4 wedges of lime.
Okay.
So is it one lime? You the cook here. How? So do we?
1 lime cut 4 ways gives you 4 wedges.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Is the mathing?
It's mathing.
Not the championship situation.
Yeah.
I mean,
who would have thought that this is where we would be in a 3-way race?
To be honest, technically it's a 4-way. George can't be discounted mathematically.
Yeah, he can't be discounted mathematically, but it's George.
It is George.
It's George. Right now, I think it's between McLaren and Verstappen at this point.
Okay, so what do you think? What?
Actually, before we go into that, let's make a recap of the season because this is actually the first time. So before we continue that, 4 wedges, then it's 2 teaspoons of sugar. I don't know how much, so I'm not sure if it's heaped spoon. I'll go for that.
I think that is fine. Oh, this is also one of my favorite cooking sugars, by the way. It's amazing.
Oh, fully. Yeah. So because I'm a baker, I was like, actually, I'm not taking white sugar.
No.
Let's go for this.
This is amazing. It has some molasses in it. It really will take this drink to another level.
And then we
crush it.
We crush. So I was saying, what would be your favorite moment from the season so far?
Okay, it's my favorite moment and also one of the biggest disappointing moments because it made us start the season on a high thinking that, our boy is going to cook, but it has
Lewis at the sprint race.
This is Lewis winning the sprint race in China. And then Ferrariing for the rest of the season. I mean,
and we were so excited.
We thought maybe you know what? Because let's be honest, Ferrari has never had an issue with having slow drivers. The issue is, are they able to provide a championship winning, not just a car, but it needs to be as a whole. It's your pit stops, it's your strategy, it is your decisions. And when I say decisions versus strategy, it is your decisions and how you're going to listen to your drivers. And they have had
Actually,
Mhm.
they haven't been listening to Lewis. They're not listening
To
to Leclerc. Leclerc still carries on the curse of them messing him over every single race. The pit stops, the strategy.
It's terrible. And the thing is about Ferrari, they are in a unique position because they've got two fast
Should
drivers.
I chop this for you?
Yes.
Oh,
please.
not chopping.
Smash it.
Smash.
So Ferrari has the opportunity right now, which not a lot of teams normally have, where you've got two drivers with almost similar driving
Your
styles.
lines don't have juices.
I've got all the juices.
Yeah, you were saying Ferrari has.
So you've got two drivers with almost similar driving styles,
and who are very talented.
Who would be able to convert, right? And so, what is the point of bringing a 7-time world champion? Actually, 8-time.
It's 8-time.
8-time.
We said what we said.
We said what we said. Okay, and you are not going to listen to him as much as Lewis came in this year. Not for this year's car, but for the 2026 regulations. I feel like they should have been better. I feel like Ferrari is where all the world champions go to die. It was our boy Fernando Alonso, then it was Sebastian Vettel, and now it's my goat, Lewis.
But I think, no, let's recap. My thinking will come for next season. My favorite moment outside of that,
Yes.
Carlos Sainz getting his first podium.
In a Williams.
But I told you, Williams does have the potential.
I mean, we saw it in the second half of last season.
Facts.
We saw it in the second half of last season. They were getting a lot of straight line speed, you know, and they were pretty good in the high speed corners. So, if I remember correctly, but yes, Alex was kind of sending it in the second half of last season, and so I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, but I can't believe we've been beat out by a Sauber, a Haas, and a Williams. Ferrari, you need to get your...
No, Ferrari needs to get their act right.
You need to get your act right.
Last week wasn't their fault. No, not last week. The last race wasn't their fault because the FIA, FIA this season.
No, I'm going to say it is their fault. I mean, how many times has Christian Horner and every other team principal gone to fight for their drivers to get their decisions removed? What was Adami saying again? Actually, just coast and go. What? I think these are the words. Low key, low key, low. I don't know what that word was. I saw it on F1 Pundit Twitter. But honestly, if they fought hard enough,
I think that takes 10 seconds would have gone down the drain.
Yeah, it would have gone down the drain. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that Max didn't get anything. I actually want to talk about Max. Right, and how he goes to play bumper cars anytime he's feeling a little bit
frisky.
I don't even think it's frisky, man. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the kids on this simulation races that he plays online when they come for him.
You have to go there.
I have to go there because the anger always correlates. It always correlates, and also him going. Actually, what do you think?
Girl, you're going to have to forgive me. I don't know what I'm doing here. She's given me free reign. Are
we not supposed to like shake this?
We mix, stir.
Oh, sorry. Like the FIA stirring the pot. No, guys, FIA, when I catch you guys. But
also, the broadcasting. We miss half of the race, half of the overtakes.
You literally, let me tell you how it's actually quite good. It's actually quite good. It needed for it to be a proper Caipirinha, we should have shaked this, but you know what?
Ooh, so this is what we pay for.
We pay 100 and something rand for this, guys.
Like said again, homemade.
Oh.
Cheers, babe.
Cheers, honey. This tastes so good.
Let's get a little bit more comfortable and continue this conversation.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Oh, this is actually good.
It is good.
Okay, so now we are comfortable having our Caipirinhas.
Caipirinha. Caipirinha.
This is actually so good.
This is really good. This is really good. Shout out to you, Babsie.
Shout out to this mixologist in the making.
You know what? In your next lifetime, I know you're going to be a mixologist.
Fully. So now let's talk racing. We are in Brazil this weekend and
love Interlagos.
Sprint race.
I really don't care for sprint races, but I only care for the sprint race this weekend.
Can I be honest with you before you tell me about this weekend? So initially I was also not a sprint race fan.
Yeah.
It's similar when you're a cricket lover. It's like if you don't love test cricket, are you really a cricket lover?
That's fair.
But the sprint race, I think this year have brought a different dynamic.
Yeah.
And for the fact that this specific sprint race is also going to tie into that championship battle.
That is exactly why I'm really excited, because I mean, we at Interlagos, sprint format, and especially since the what is that? The fastest laps don't carry that extra point.
My gosh. I think that still hurts me, because I think that's the one thing we would always look forward to.
Like,
that extra point counts.
Yeah, who's gonna just add that extra dunk? You know, who's gonna have like about 24 seconds ahead of them, change their tires just so that, I mean,
who's gonna steal it for the sake of stealing that? No, you can't have that point.
Because I enjoy it, because that keeps it kind of petty. It keeps
I love the petty labels. So Abaseko manj.
Abaseko. And I think, you know what, right? We're going back to Interlagos. It's basically the fourth fastest track on the calendar, 4.3 kilometers, 71 laps. And
look at her knowing all the different curves in
honestly,
I just go I know DRS zone where it's important for us to start speeding. And is this also a fast curve track as well, no?
Yes, so there are some high
high speed
corners, but also there's the straight that turns into turn 4, okay, which is, so there's two very solid overtaking points, which is in the first and second turn, and then the straight going into turn 4. I honestly, when I go, you guys, next year you're gonna see me, Brazil next year, I'm gonna be on the podium, sitting there, not podium,
singing, drinking
Caipirinhas at turn 4, just watching like what's going on.
So you're not going to be in the paddock, you'll be on the turn 4.
I want to be on the turn 4. Like, that is one of the most exciting parts to watch the Brazilian Grand Prix, because that is where you have a lot of overtake ability. And the thing is about the Interlagos is that it is a really great track. It is a fast track, okay? There are 3 different elevation gains, which is beautiful to watch, okay?
And opportunities to overtake. So all the action for us sitting at home instead of a Monaco, for example.
Yes, definitely. And also the unpredictable weather conditions. Everyone goes to Interlagos expecting rain, because it could rain at any moment.
And I didn't check the weather before this recording.
There is some rain expected. There will always be rain expected.
Because last year threw a spanner in the works.
I mean, Kevin Magnussen took pole last year. And this is I think this is one of the most exciting things about this track. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. It is and this is like a 3-way test. This is a test of the drivers. This is a test of the
strategy.
Strategy for sure, and also the setup of the car, because anything could change at any moment, and it also just makes sure that the drivers and the team are adaptable to change.
But here's my thing about this year as well. The tires, man, this year are just not make sure. There's no consistency in the tires.
So you know what the issue is with the tires, and like this is something that we've been talking about, you know, and people think that just introducing a mandatory 2 pits is going to work. That's not how it's going to work. What needs to happen is that, unfortunately, this season is that Pirelli has made the tires last longer, which means, right?
Do they really last longer? Because next,
No, the tires this season have lasted longer, and this is why the racing is so boring, because everyone is playing
actually,
it
you
safe.
are right.
Everyone is playing it safe. So you can have a mandatory 2-stop, which Mercedes, I can't remember which race it was earlier this season, they missed it, so completely disqualified. But the teams always play it safe. If you have a mandatory 2-stop on the tires that we currently have,
it's always easier to do medium and hard.
Medium hard, medium soft, soft hard, but everyone on the track is on a similar kind of strategy.
Yeah, it's actually quite boring because they all start the same, and then it's really
exactly. So if you're gonna like make it a lot more interesting, this is just my opinion. Let's make it harder in terms of strategy, in terms of tire degradation. You know, we need to put the fun and the risk back into it.
No, we do. And can they also race? Can we have more wheel to wheel?
More wheel to, I mean, this is why the cars are getting smaller next year, because these things are too bulky. There's not enough space.
You know, when we talk about wheel to wheel,
I need
double DNF, McLaren in Austin.
That was the most childish thing ever.
Actually, it was. And
I get disappointed. I won't lie.
This is
why we drink.
Here's my conversation with McLaren. We've always known that the whole papaya thing is bull. Like, we've called it and said it makes no sense. Who are you backing? Who's your number one driver?
Who even likes to eat pawpaw?
I do. But as Kolapo, it's not about me. But my thing is, after winning Constructors, I feel like now we know who they actually backing. Yes. Because make it make sense as to how Oscar had a performing car throughout the season, was leading the championship. Then all of a Sunday, we're losing half seconds.
Half seconds on the car. And look, I won't deny, like, right, I had a chance to look at the data, you know, just listen to some other podcasts
now,
about it.
Now, can you see why I go to on?
You know, some of the data does make sense, but for Mexico, it makes a little bit more sense for Mexico, but not for Austin at all. And my thing is also what has been happening since Singapore. So there's a lot of things, like she said, right after the Constructors. And in terms of the McLaren excuse of this is Oscar driving style situation, this circuit favors Lando, if that is the term. But
which circuit?
Brazil favors Lando. Okay. Apparently, I'm just going to put it in inverted commas.
Feel free to hate on her in the comment section.
Feel free. I'm a busy in the his A. And so I just want to see if Oscar's going to be back at the Mark Webber School of Thought. I hope Mark Webber has spoken some sense into him. Just told it like, bro, like, yazi people, that X-ray of Inja. I really need him to just step in there. You know what I'm saying?
I need him to put number one first. I mean, you can't be leading the championship
for not even half the season.
More than half the season.
More than 3/4 of the season, because we are in the last quarter, guys.
We only have 4 races remaining.
And you're telling me that, and it's not. I don't think it's an Oscar mentality issue. I think it's an Oscar mentality being broken down within the team.
Actually, and his confidence is also going down at this point.
Exactly. And so, as a driver, I need him to grow the dog back and get his confidence back in. But I really do think
he must get a liver.
Boy.
I mean, it's mean.
You know what I'm saying?
To be like, actually, I need to win this championship.
By any means necessary. Because especially after Singapore was difficult to watch.
No, it
was painful. I actually think that Formula One this season has been, these past couple, actually since AD 2021, it's been quite difficult to watch, because if you have been watching Formula One as long as I have, I've been watching Formula One since I was a kid with my dad. You know, just chilling. When it was on SABC 3, it went to SABC 2, and it went back to SABC 3. That's how long I've been watching it, right? And
did you also watch when Fernando Alonso did his debut? I used to have the biggest crush on Fernando. He was debuting with Renault, and that's when he had like that rivalry with Michael Schumacher. He did still grow up to be a pretty good-looking guy. It's just that now who he is as a person, not so cute. But anyway, we digress.
We digress.
What?
But I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the F1 drivers are very cute. You know what I'm saying? Look, Charles Leclerc is up in there. Fernando is actually, he is good looking, even though none of that.
He is like he grew up to, like he's a good looking man.
But he also has like that refrigerator head. I mean, yeah, I need to. That's where Nkani is stored. Five
heads.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what, Babsie? I'm sorry to digress. I know we're talking about Brazil and Interlagos, right? But just what's going on in the world of Formula One, right? McLaren has that lawsuit going on with I don't know what his name is, Papao, that guy.
Oh, yes.
Saying on some, why did you guys promised to sign me? Y'all didn't sign. And then y'all go ahead and sign Oscar, and then more Felipe Massa in the courts. But there was no one who was going to win that season, except for Formula One season for Lewis Hamilton.
And
there's a lot going on. There's so much
really
going on.
Because there's even the rebrand. Yeah, Williams, they're gonna have a new name.
Cadillac is coming through next year. There's a lot going on.
Bottas is back. Sergio. Oh my God! I think that one I'm pretty excited about.
Who do you think number one driver is going to be there? It should be the driver with the most wins.
I think we all have. I think the thing about Bottas is we don't deny that he's a good driver.
Yes.
But the reality is, I think, when was it? Was it 2018 where Toto did do him dirty? He had the chance to be a champion as well. But because obviously Lewis is the number one driver, the importance of having a number one driver, McLaren.
That's how you win championships, McLaren.
But they did him dirty because they could have at least given him one championship to work with. But when you really look at
they went racing in 2018.
No,
for a lot of the times they went racing.
No, I know, but I think Sergio should be number one. For Cadillac. I know it, and I don't know. Hear me out. Red Bull second seat has that curse, guys. At least now we'll know. Maybe next season there's no longer Christian Horner, and maybe it can be an even playing field for the drivers. But Sergio was the only one who can even maneuver that car.
Okay. I will say that he's been the longest in the second Red Bull seat.
Did you see how they fell like dominoes this year?
I mean, obviously, because it's a car that was made for Max's driving style.
All the time. So Sergio has it in him. He's always just needed a good team. So I just number one driver.
Look, I really just wish that Yuki stayed at Racing Bulls, because I feel like Racing Bulls would be a team that would be number 5. I think they would be I think they are number 5 now, right?
Yes.
They should be somewhere there, right?
They're somewhere there. I think I'm too focused on 2, 3, 4 right now.
Yeah. So I think
no, Williams is 5.
Williams is 5. Oh damn. Shout out to Williams.
So yeah, Williams is number 5.
Yes.
But before we go into the bottom 5, let's talk about the battle of 2, 3, and 4. Ferrari. Also, guys, we left Mercedes for heartbreak. Don't get me wrong, for me it was going back home, because originally I was a Ferrari fan for the longest time, and then somehow they lost me, then Merc gained me. Then I went back home. But if they can at least redeem the season by finishing off second, but someone who's closely behind them is Mercedes, then there's also Red Bull. How do you think that's going to go? Especially with the sprint weekend, there's the points in the sprint, then there's the race points. to see who can really also take their lead further into claiming that second spot.
So you know what? After I'm about to choose violence, right? I'm being violent here. I think it's gonna be a little bit hectic. I think that
You are scaring me.
yeah, I think Mercedes has the opportunity to really take number 2. Simply because
After what they did to Lewis.
no, look, let me cook. Let me cook. Unfortunately, George is a really good driver around the circuit. The current Mercedes right now is going to be really good around the circuit. Kimi has been holding his own. He's a rookie, but I mean,
No, he's been a rookie that's been flourishing.
yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying. So I think that Mercedes could, because of the inconsistencies at Ferrari. Ferrari has 2 really great drivers, but they are still stuck in their old ways. And so
they lack of listening, they lack of adapting the strategy.
Vision.
You don't know what happens in the pit.
Exactly.
Why are we having 3.5 seconds pit stop? That's a decade in Formula One.
Listen, Ferrari's tripping over their own feet. And if Ferrari doesn't listen, I feel like even next year's rule regulation change is not going to do anything for them.
Exactly.
It's not going to do anything for them.
They've actually been the bridesmaid and never the bride for the longest time now.
Exactly. And any other team who would have the 2 drivers that they have, there's only one other team that does. It is literally McLaren, and it's actually McLaren. It's Oscar and Lando.
Yeah, it's Oscar and Lando, and it's Mercedes, because with Red Bull, Yuki, we had so much faith in you, Ngosiam. You came in at such a wrong time. You should have waited for next year. We know you couldn't have, but
I feel like if Yuki remained at Racing Bulls would be
at number 5.
At number 5,
I agree.
And possibly competing for number 4, because Isaac Haja has been sending it. He has
that rookie.
He's been sending it.
Can I tell you, he's the one I thought wouldn't make it this season. So, well, I knew Jack Doohan. That one was a given.
So my rookie of the season this year was actually Isaac Haja. My rookie of the season last year was Oscar Piastri. So guys, just listen to me. Like, when I say this is the rookie to look out for, listen to me. Like,
because I was stuck on Gabriela Bortoleto, but obviously with the current car.
But also you were thinking about Alonso, and
also he finished FP2 champion, FP3 he was the champion, and those were his first seasons. So I thought coming in, and we saw the surge that Sauber had last season, that maybe something would be cooking. And he hasn't done too badly either.
I mean, it's a Sauber. So let's see what's going to happen when it's Audi next year. I think that's going to play a very big role. What's going to happen with Audi, and with all the mess going on with the cost cap, I feel like a lot of teams are just going to be like, you know what, I'm going to break the cost cap because there's no actual repercussions. We saw that with Red Bull in 2022.
We've been seeing it with Red Bull every year since the new regulation.
And then also with just the racing going forward, the next 4 races I feel are going to be very dangerous for the drivers, because after Max and Charles didn't get penalized last week, all the drivers are on some I'd bet. We can go bumper to bumper.
Oscar, go for it at this point.
Exactly. And Oscar had such a good recovery drive last week. We don't speak about it. He had a very good recovery drive. So all I'm saying is that it's going to be, these last 4 races are going to be dangerous.
No, I think
they're dangerous for the constructors. They're dangerous for the drivers. They are dangerous for on-track action, because the lack of consistency, not just with the teams, but with the regulations and the FIA and the stewards.
And how they just decide, you're going to get a 10-second penalty. You won't. You'll get a free ride.
Even Lewis's biggest hater, Fernando, was on some BS. And even, look, Minister of Defense, George Russell, I will always just give him his flowers, because he always talks about the unfairness of what's going on with FIA stewarding. Like
I need to listen to him more.
Yeah, no, look, he's always cooked. He's actually been one of the only white drivers, and I'm very I'm going to, and I'm not bringing any race into this, but the only white driver who has said this is not right. And then Fernando will also chip in here and there, but when it comes to speaking about the regulations and the stewarding, it's always the drivers of color. So it's either Lewis or it was Zhou Guan Yu or Yuki Tsunoda and etc. So to have an actual white driver,
also had Zhou Guan Yu.
We had Zhou. I get
Baba change.
no, but I get Zhou as reserve driver for Ferrari. He's the second reserve driver.
Shame he hasn't even gotten a chance. I
get a simulation. What?
Because at least with Bottas, I think even with the social media, they use him often
because he's got a personality.
Yeah, Zhou Guan Yu doesn't.
He's very quiet. He's laid back. He's conservative. He's Chinese. That's just part
that's
of
who they are.
That's who they are. So yeah, man, I'll give it up to Woody. I give it up to Colema. Yeah, I'll give it up to Woody. Like George always tells the truth and like what's what. So I'll always give him that. You know?
I have a love-hate relationship with him.
I do have a love-hate relationship with him too, and this is why I'm like, when it comes to that, for sure. But all the other drivers only speak out when it affects them, not just in general. And this is why I said what I said. You guys can come for me in the comments. I don't mind. It's okay. I'm gonna stand, double down, 10 toes down. I said what I said.
Tata ma busy. Okay, now let's go into predictions. Let's go into the predictions of Brazil, because I feel like this is do or die for the weekend. This is going to set the tone on who could possibly walk away and lift that championship, who is going to take second, third, and fourth in Constructors Championship. But I'm tired of being optimistic, guys. I think if you follow my channel, I'm a Sharks fan. Guys, good talent go. Ngapa Ferrari. So who do I go for this weekend?
You know what?
Because it's a home race, guys. It's our second home race as LH44 fans. Like, that's our secondary home.
Ferrari are the same team that puts Nico Hülkenberg on the podium for Silverstone. So I have absolutely nothing.
I forgot about that heartbreak.
I have nothing. I have nothing to give. I have nothing
for Ferrari.
To say. They'll put Leclerc. They're not going to do anything for Lewis. If Lewis wants this, the FIA will find a penalty. Like,
okay,
you know what?
I refuse.
Okay. Let's just light a candle.
I refuse.
Okay,
let's change.
The FIA is breaking me down, not just Oscar, not just Lewis. They're breaking me
down. Good juju. Okay, so good vibes for Brazil.
Good vibes for Brazil. I want Oscar to take it. I want
to surprise Lewis.
I would like Lewis on the podium.
I think he deserves one.
I want Lewis on a podium, and if Ferrari had their strategy right, because I feel like they might bottom out based on this track and how they never get that setup right and the switches and the setup. But you know what? This is our hope. Okay, so a hope for Lewis on the podium or a Lewis win. We want Oscar.
No, I think I want to Oscar win because I need him to go back into the lead in the championship and a win in both. So pole sprint, sprint win, pole and win for Oscar.
Yes. Okay.
Do they call it a Grand Slam? Grand Slam for Oscar.
Let's go. What do they say? We're manifesting.
Okay. We'll do it. And a podium for Lewis.
A podium for Lewis, guys.
A podium for Lewis.
A podium for Lewis. I mean,
I think it's well deserved. It would be nice to also see Leclerc somewhere up there to celebrate his engagement
and also to secure the Ferrari
number 2.
You know what I'm saying?
So you can already tell our stance.
And also you Leclerc fans online.
What did they do now?
You Leclerc fans online. Stop making it a Leclerc versus Lewis situation.
No, it's
It
not.
is Lewis and Leclerc versus Ferrari. Can we remember where the haters at?
Also, I feel like if they don't remember the previous seasons before Lewis even joined, like guys,
Come on.
I wasn't with Team Ferrari, but I always felt bad for Leclerc. Leclerc has been there for 7 years. Has he won a championship? So, but anyway, in the comment section, let us know, what are your predictions? Who is taking sprint pole? Who's taking the sprint race? Who's going to be taking pole in quali? And who is going for that win? Who are you backing? Do you think Lando Norris has it in him? I don't think so.
He does.
Okay.
He's got the team backing him.
I so that then they're going to coach him on the driving. He doesn't. Mama coach all. Anyway, I'll collab. Or do you think Oscar? Then there's Max. Max always just pulls a hat out of the rabbit.
Hey man, but George Russell always has the luck. I need his voodoo doll of being at the right place at the right time. That nigga could just...
Didn't he win Brazil last year?
He did.
I forgot. Actually, there's also George Russell.
Was it? No. I think not last year. I think it was...
No, it was last year. It was Lewis' last race. And because it's our second home race, we were excited.
Yes. They didn't implement the team orders like we were saying. I remember all of us saying, team orders, team orders, team orders. Okay.
So there's also George Russell who could take this.
Yeah.
But again, knowing the race, then we'll see.
I just hope it rains. Rain will change everything.
We'll see Hulkenberg taking the win there. Hulkenberg will be on the podium. So I think it's always that interest. But I also want to see Bortoleto. I think I've got a soft spot for Bortoleto.
I don't care for that guy. If he has one hater, it's me. If he has 0 haters, then that means I'm dead. I'm an ancestor. But then that means even if I'm an ancestor, there'll still be one hater. So there will always be a hater.
Hey, Team Isaac Haja as well. I have no words.
Team Isaac Haja.
Oh man, thank you so much for joining me. This was such a fun one.
Yeah.
My very first guest. Oh yes. So you see, F1 for the girlies.
F1 for the girlies.
Yeah. Always make it look cute.
Mm-hmm.
We know what we're talking about.
Lashes and all, cutie patooties and all. We know what we're talking about.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
So don't forget to press that subscribe button. Turn on the bell so that you're notified every time a new video drops. And follow Lesego Mabhizi on her socials as well.
We'll be tagging that in the caption.
Cheers, guys.
Happy Interlagos Day.
We'll have to see how it all boils down.
Boola.
Haine.